Umberto's.
132 Mulberry Street.
It's the place to be. What are you kidding?
Little Italy.
Hey, are we having fun? Is the food good?
Oh my God,
Food
the
is
gnocchi,
great.
the marinara, the mozzarella.
I ate 3 times tonight. I can't. So much.
Well, Centani Broadcasting loves Umberto's at 132 Mulberry Street. In fact, that's why we broadcast from here. When you're in Little Italy, come down and watch a live broadcast or tune in. And anytime you're around, come and eat. Tutta mangiamo, sì?
Tutta mangiamo. Hey.
Mangia.
Umberto's Clam House.
Tutta mangiamo, Umberto's Clam House here at 132 Mulberry Street in the heart of Little Italy. This is A.C.Lowe, and you're listening to the A.C.Lowe Show on the Centani Broadcasting Network. We broadcast to you every Monday night live from Umberto's Clam House. So come on down. The food is great. The weather's great. The wait staff is great. The cuisine is fabulous. And you'll meet everybody from the Centani Broadcasting Network, Bill Russo, A.C.Lowe, Betty Yang, and our wonderful guests, Gerard McNamee and Bridget O'Brien. And we have joining us now, for the first time, I believe, on the Centani Broadcasting Network, a new guest for us, and his name is Carlos Lozada.
Yes, thank you for having me.
And it's a pleasure. And we've had your sister on this program many, many times, on this program and on the Bill Russo Show and the Andy Troy Show. Frances Lozada, who is a wonderful actress and a producer and a person that finds work for a lot of other people.
Yes, she's awesome.
Yeah. So I understand that you are an actor as well.
Yes, sir.
And what are you working on right now?
Currently, there's 2 projects. One, 36 Saints, where I play a priest, and one's A Hero's Return that just got into Las Vegas Film Festival 2012.
Wow.
You're in the Las Vegas Film
Yeah, Las Vegas Film Festival. I just found out yesterday, actually.
And what is the name of that?
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And what is the name of that film?
Hero's Return by Daryl Denner, written and directed by Daryl Denner, DP Jason Chansky.
And your role is?
My role is Colt. I play the antagonist of the movie, the lead bad guy.
Wow, that's my favorite role. To be the lead bad guy. And how did you become an actor? I mean, I'm not going to follow the obvious that your sister is involved with acting. Is that how you got involved?
Well, yeah, she was actually my inspiration. She got into it a few years ago and took me on my first audition when I was 15. And since then, I pursued it, but I wanted to finish college, and then I started going serious after college.
And you became serious after that.
Yeah, after
and so you're pursuing it now in a real way. You have a heck of a role there. That's quite a role.
Yeah, it was an awesome experience. I actually am very close friends with Daryl. I read the script. It was an awesome script, and I was flattered that he considered me for the role.
I've worked with your sister a couple of times. I've worked with Frances a few times, especially on the Meg Ramsey sitcom.
Yes,
written, produced, and directed by Teresa Brown. And I've had a couple of small parts in there. I love Frances's part because she plays Meg Ramsey's boss. And they have that bit where, Meg makes these suggestions and they're no good. Frances says, no, that's way out of line. And then the next person makes the same suggestion, says, now that's what I'm talking about. So it's wonderful to have you on here, and we wish you every luck in your career. And I'm sure we're going to see you again. And you're going to be on the Bill Russo Show later on this evening?
Yes, sir, at 7 p.m.
Well, we look forward to having you on the program. We really do. And so stand by, and we're going to talk some more in a little while. And I think you've already met Gerard McNamee, and he's playing the lead role in Hit Priest. And you met Bridget O'Brien, who
yes, we met.
Is involved in many worthwhile charitable causes, and I believe is also a representative for Mr. McNamee. Is that true?
Yes, I'm very fortunate to be working with Gerard. He amazes me. He's one of those people that when we met, we immediately clicked because we're both like-minded, where we're go, go, go. He was talking before about the entrepreneurial spirit, and he works like 28 hours a day, I think, and he has a million different projects and things going on, and it's kind of how I am. I've got a million things going on, and we just kind of get each other, and I'm really proud of him. I've seen him grow in the past few months we've been working together in terms of his career. Hip Priest has been in, was it 4, Gerard, or 5 film festivals?
Well, just a few more than that, but those few just hit recently. Yeah, so we're getting some good play out of it for sure. Thanks to you, Bridget, and all your efforts and guidance.
Are there any plans, Gerard, to make this into a feature-length film?
Well, I think that's our plan. That's why we put it out there, to see if we could get support. for such a project. That's ideal. That's our ideal position with this project.
Is there a script for a feature length?
Yes, there is.
There is a script. So, and have you looked at it a little bit?
Pardon?
I say, have you looked at it a little bit?
Well, no, actually not. It's a fair question. Actually not. Greg DiDomenico has his reasons for why he does and doesn't do things, and we haven't gotten a peek at it yet.
We'd like to have Greg on the show sometime. We'd like you to come back with Greg, and we'll talk a lot more about Hip Priest and, to the extent that he wants to reveal anything going forward. And at the same time, I can ask him if he has a role for a short, elderly Italian man, because I do that really well. Without worrying about. Let's talk a little bit about Webster Hall. You are the manager of Webster Hall, or the curator.
That's correct, curator.
Yes, curator of Webster Hall. Tell us a little bit about Webster Hall for those of us that don't know much about it, and for our listeners who are not aware of it.
Well, Webster Hall is an all-encompassing events, music, art venue. We have all the top musicians and DJs coming through the place to entertain the people who come to New York City, particularly music fans and buffs. Just this past year alone, we had Patti Smith, Paul Simon, the Black Keys, Sons of Leon, Green Day, Morrissey, and the list goes on and on. That's just in the past year or so.
Now, I understand you have 4 floors and like 8 stages. And is there a primary stage? I mean, I've never been there. I haven't had the good fortune of going there, but...
Well, we'll have to get you over there ASAP.
Yeah, the problem is I'm on the day line and you're on the night line. That's the conflict. I'm not around during the night.
We're neighbors. We can transport home, you and I. We can have a night out.
If you're over there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm your guy.
Well, check it out. It's my hours, my job. Words won't do my job justice.
This is what Bridget tells me, that you're working 24 hours a day, around the clock, basically.
Yeah.
So you must be up during the day, too?
Yes, I am. I worked today at Webster Hall from 8 a.m. I left there at about 5:10 to rush over here, and I made it just in the nick of time.
And I think I got an email from him this morning around 3:30 a.m. So when does he sleep? We'll never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I know in the Hip Priest he was sleeping on the roof.
Well, that's where my quarters were.
Yeah, you were sleeping up on the roof, and you can see the church behind him. Yeah. I think it was a great shot.
It was a great shot.
I guess that's Greg's vision.
Yes,
and it said an awful lot.
Yes,
that the priest was living an extremely simple life. Not just a simple life, but an extremely simple life, taking nothing and trying to give. All of that is, I get those implications by just watching the film. I don't know if that's exactly what Greg had in his mind. That's why I'd like to see him here at the program, if it's convenient for him, and we can talk more about that.
We will certainly arrange that.
Show in depth. Besides, now, I know that that's not the only project you have going, Bridget. I know you have other things happening as well.
I do. I actually have another client who's coming on your show soon. We keep discussing this, but his name is Michael Sheehan, and he just formed with one of the top managers in Nashville and in Houston a music management company. So that was this big news this week, that they formed a music management company. They opened offices in California, Houston, Nashville, Australia, Ireland, and the UK. So this was a huge, huge deal. It just went through this past week, and I'm proud to be the person who broke the news to the media, and it's been a really good week for the company starting off, but I'm really proud of my client, Michael Sheehan. He's also the retired New York City police detective.
Wow.
And he is a children's book author who's won 3 awards for his kids' book. So I surround myself with people who have a million jobs, and it's the best way to go, I think.
I think it's a lot easier too, because all the spots are filled in real quick.
That's right, and it keeps you an interesting person. You're not just, everybody's got a million different things going on. The conversation never runs out.
That's exactly right. Now, how did you come to meet him? How did you run into him?
This is a really funny way to meet a person, but he actually, 8 years ago, it'll be 9 in July, was the singer at my wedding. I booked his band to sing at my wedding. We went and saw, my husband